It's quite important to have a great personality. It's more about being enthusiastic, being yourself, but also being open to do anything kind of thing. And what I mean by that is any type of research, any type of work that you've been given, to take that enthusiastically, because really understand that everything you're given has value.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Convo Couch. Today we've got Zhao, the founder of Clerkship Ready. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you, San. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm actually really interested. How did you come up with the whole idea, I guess?
Yeah, I guess it's based on two main things though. I think one thing was I really wanted to start something. So for the longest time I wanted to start a business. I think in early high school I tried to sell, clothes, revamp clothes. I tried to, stitch and make new kind of things, and that's kind of how it all started. That's really weird. So I really wanted to start a business, and I've never really did that before. So I think this was a great time because I had a year off. So I was like, let's do something. I think the other thing was it was also spurred by the fact that there was a demand for it, I think. When I was an applicant, as a clerkship applicant, no one really knew what clerkship was. No one, there wasn't much promotion online about a clerkship and what that kind of entails. And, when I searched online about advice and, tips and tricks kind of thing, never really came up. So I was like, okay, I have so much experience, so much knowledge to share with the kind of the students of the future kind of thing. And, that's basically how it rose, I think. Yeah.
What is a clerkship for the non-lawyers out there?
Yeah. So a clerkship is a training, it's called a training contract more globally, or a legal internship. Essentially what it is an opportunity for you to intern at a prestigious law firm for a period of time, and then potentially convert that into a graduate job. So as a lawyer, and as a graduate solicitor.
What are some of the top three tips and tricks that you'd share with everyone?
I think the most important thing is to tailor a response. So, how you present, you've done a lot of research in the firm, I'm sure, the students out there at least. And, they've done so much to know what the firm does and how they fit in the firm culture. It's more about tailoring your experiences to the firm and how that kind of aligns. That's the most important thing. So demonstrating that you have research into the firm. So everyone has research into the firm, but it's all about talking about it. It's about saying, look, this firm won this award, this firm did this transaction. I'm super excited to do that kind of thing. I think that's the main thing to do. Second thing is to sell yourself. I think put yourself out there and be like, these are the kind of experience that I kind of have. I'm happy to, I'm a strong candidate because I'm able to demonstrate this type of quality, this type of trait, and that all kind of connects together. I think that's one thing. Another thing, the final thing, it's just your behavior. I think your demeanor and your response to a lot of, in the interview setting especially, how you present yourself and how happy, enthusiastic you are makes the difference. Because when an interviewer is looking at you, all they really want to do is understand if they can work with you. If you're bubbly, if you're enthusiastic, that helps the late night hours and grinds. And I think that's a super important thing to have as well. The idea is that it's just a website for you to access. Students, want to just know, how do I tailor my application? How do I, network? How do I perform well in interviews? And I have written articles, I've done videos, I've done webinars, I have services that kind of tailor and, help you through the process. So it's more about I'm giving you that kind of platform for you to play with, and, whether or not you want to engage in it, it's up to you. So the website is there, you can view it, and then when you want to engage with the service, that's when you contact me, and that's when we can get a conversation going.
Okay, so it's almost like a one-stop shop for all the resources that you need to go through the whole clerkship process. Yeah,
essentially. I think it draws a lot of my own experiences, if you think about it. I actually applied for graduate in 2 years. So the first year when I applied, it was really difficult. I did not know what a clerkship was. I didn't have any contacts, didn't have any resources to really navigate me through the process. I have no idea what I was doing. As a result, I didn't get any interview offers. I didn't get any job offers. And that really impacted me mentally, but also I think it really affected my confidence. The next year, I think I was a bit more well equipped. I talked to a lot more people. about what the clerkship process. I understood what it was because people in my year have already been through it, and as a result, I think I became more confident and I knew what I needed to do. So that as a result, I think that translated to several interview offers, several job offers as a result, and I think that kind of the skills that kind of came from that experience is what I want to share through Clerkship Ready.
Yeah, because that's really, I think, a gap in the market as well. Because, I mean, uni prepares you very well for, I guess, knowing the subject matter. So you go through your lectures, your tutorials, you make a lot of friends. But I think there's a gap there where people find it hard to transition or find opportunities for them to transition out of uni into the workforce. So it's getting those internship opportunities or like grad roles and everything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've identified like that gap in the market.
Yeah. I guess the main thing is that like it's not about what experience you have. It's not about how, what you've done in university or, what you've done in your career, but it's more about how you actually tailored your response and how you, wrote and presented yourself on paper and then in person. I think that's quite important because over the 2 years, nothing really changed. Like my academics were probably even worse.
Okay.
My extracurricular was exactly the same. My career my professional experience was all the same. So what did I change? It was just the way I wrote and the way I defined myself. Several things with that. It's quite important to have a great personality. It's more about being enthusiastic, being yourself, but also being open to do anything kind of thing. And what I mean by that is any kind of research, any kind of work that you've been given, to take that enthusiastically, because really understand that everything you're given has value and has meaning. And so the way you approach something really demonstrates how much you care about this career. And that really translates to a more positive outlook about you as a candidate or as a future employer. I think another thing is your networking. That's quite an important thing as well. What I mean by that is, develop connections within the firm. Talk to people that you're really excited about and who you think are role models. It could be, for example, my interest was in infrastructure and real estate. I spoke to partners from real estate infrastructure. I spoke to graduate lawyers, senior associates, stuff like that, and develop strong connections with them. As a result, we were able to talk both socially but also professionally, and that was a very rewarding experience, but also reflects you well as a well-rounded candidate. People will have good recommendations of you and think that's how it all comes together.
Was that during the interview process or afterwards?
That was after, during the clerkship actually.
Okay. Yeah.
So when you get a clerkship, you're not guaranteed obviously a graduate position.
Yeah.
And so it really depends on how you perform and how you tackle and think, but also how you personalize and just talk with everyone and be happy with the way you are. So I'll be an incoming graduate lawyer at Ashurst. So that is an international law firm, and that's the way I did my clerkship, my main intake. And so I'm really excited to start there. I'm really excited to really understand this is what lawyers kind of do and be involved in different type of transactions. And so what I see a long-term kind of career in law. I do really have a passion in law because I really wanted from the start to just help people and just, solve problems, major problems in society. I think that's the underlying reason. And so my career in law, I think, will be everlasting, will be continuing. In terms of Clerkship Ready, I think this was a side hustle that came out from a passion project that I wanted to do. And its longevity is really dependent on, my sort of commitments to the goal. And I really hope to be, having this kind of this business on the side for the longest time possible, because I feel like it was such a stressful process when I did it.
Yeah.
That it will be so valuable for all the students out there that really want to know how to navigate the clerkship process.
Yeah. And it's impressive how much time and commitment and dedication you're putting into this passion project that became a side hustle as well. Yeah. And it's like, I guess, being a very, very valuable resource to a lot of students out there. Also, congrats on your role for as an incoming graduate lawyer at Ashurst.
Thank you. Yeah.
Is it at the team that you are looking to join as well, the property team? Or?
It's actually a whole rotation.
Okay,
so
nice.
You get to choose which kind of rotations that you have. You have 3 main ones.
Yeah.
So you get to choose 3 practice areas. So
okay.
I'm flexible. I can do anything.
All right. Have you looked at the practice areas and sort of figured out which 3 you might want to do?
Yeah, I think I'm very aligned. I really love my real estate infrastructure kind of stuff. So that's where I'm merging towards. I also want a bit of litigation background maybe,
Cool.
or a bit of corporate.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's the fix.
commercial litigation, infrastructure, those two go really well actually, especially
Yeah.
with, I guess, real estate in Sydney.
Yeah. I
Alright.
think the more important thing is I want it to be a bit more international.
Yeah.
I actually wish I can travel soon.
Yeah, I know.
When COVID and everything lifts.
Yeah.
I hope that I can just travel and, just being able to go to different countries and do different transactions and deals in different areas and interact with different people. That would be amazing.
Do you feel like you would try and have an international legal career?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is the goal.
All right. So, and is one of the destinations Asia? Maybe I'm being too presumptuous, but yeah. What are some of your
It's
destinations?
a lot of places. I think Hong Kong was at the very top of my list for a long time.
Right. Okay.
Because I really liked. I think the Asian kind of like-mindedness kind of came through.
Yeah.
But also because I'm Cantonese, so they that really helped the language barrier if there is any there.
Yeah.
Always wanted to go to London.
Yes.
And work there for about, I think not very long, but like for a couple of months, for maybe a few years, and maybe even go to the States. But that's completely different. I think the legal jurisdiction is different there.
Yeah.
So I could stick to my common law kind of countries. Yeah.
But it'll be great exposure, and I know a few other lawyer friends who did a stint in London, maybe like a couple of years or so, but they enjoyed the experiences so much.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's so good for the exposure.
Exactly, it's really good. So I'm really excited. So
Okay.
I really hope I get that opportunity, and so I really want to do that.
Yeah, because with Ashes, it's an international law firm. Would it be easy for you to go to other countries in that sense?
I think yes. So I think it really also comes with seniority though.
Yeah.
I feel like as you're becoming a senior associate or becoming, a partner, that's when you get the most value out of going to another country. If you're a junior lawyer, you're probably doing the same things in another country,
Yeah.
in Australia. So that value in terms of your professional career isn't as significant. So I really want to be going there when I'm a senior associate, probably 5-6 years down the track, or even as a partner. So,
Okay.
yeah.
He wants me to basically try and say I object, and then see whether you think you'd buy that or something. No.